Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another reaction video here today, reacting to another episode of Doctor Who. As today we're ready to jump right into season 6. We finished off season 5 last time with the Pandora opens and the Big Bang. Check it out if you haven't already. And then we hit up space and time as well, which was a fun little time loopy, head hurty thing. And we're here today to jump right into things. Season 6 with the Impossible Astronaut. I know some episodes in season 6 have little online prequel things they released before it, and as best as possible that I found the ones I had it, I'm going to watch the little prequel thing first. So Impossible Astronaut has one, so I'll watch the little prequel thing before I watch it. Bada bing, bada boom. But before that, in the meantime, did watch an episode off camera, A Christmas Carol, Christmas special. Oh fun, let's jump into it. Okay. Rory and Amy were on their honeymoon and playing some policewoman Roman soldier roleplay as their ship went to crash into a planet. Amy called for help and the doctor answered and jumped in to try and save them, as he does. Space Scrooge, I mean Sardic, had a woman in cryo chamber. He really put the dick in Sardic, of course, and then down the chimney came Jolly Saint Doctor. He owns the clouds and couldn't bring himself to slap a child. That's Sardic, not the Doctor, obviously. So the Doctor turned into a therapist and realised he was beat as a child. The police are scared because of the skyfish, and the Doc realised he needed to go Christmas Carol on Sardic's ass. Doc showed him a vid of being hit and being sad about not seeing the skyfish. The Doc went back in time to him as a child. The Doc used his screwdriver to draw out a little fish, and then a giant-ass shark appeared, and Doc realised the problem mainly right now that was trying to eat them. There was a lot going on here, honestly. The Doc needed a code, so went back to get it off future old man Sardic, and then back to past young one to use it. Sardic takes people as collateral for loans, okay, and the shark/fish like singing enough to not get murdery, as demonstrated by a frozen woman who was here earlier when they first showed they had a woman in a cryo chamber. That was her. My God. Him and young Sardic then created a whole heap of new memories with on Christmas Eve every year. Time machine. Including falling in love with Sardic. Oh, I love a happy ending. Doctor got engaged to Marilyn Monroe. Yep. And then Sardic and Frozen Woman were making out so much the Doctor got mad and stormed off saying, well, I will marry Marilyn Monroe then. Alright, Docky. And Frozen Girl told Sardic something that stopped him unfreezing her, as Doc gave him a beacon to call him if needed. Amy hologrammed to old man Sardic before hologramming others down to carol at him, literally. The frozen people weren't just lone collateral, they were dying, and now Frozen Girl has won, they left. That's a twist. Sardic was mad, and Doc brought young him to meet old him to make him see the error of his ways and changed them. It's a Christmas miracle. It worked, of course. He said yes to save the ship. He was too nice now to work it. The machine that could save the ship, and Doc realised that the only way was to use the Frozen Girl's singing, beautiful voice, that would kill her. She did it, it snowed, the day was saved, and her and Sardic finally got to spend Christmas together, if but for only one last time. There was a lot going on there. I'm sure there's about to be a lot going on here. Let's find out. Without further ado, it's time for season 6. God, we're flying through this. Episode 1 of Doctor Who, The Impossible Astronaut.
Hello, this is the President of the United States. Who is this? Is it you again?
Look behind you.
Oh no. Someone unknown calling the President of the United States, who from his face, I think is meant to be Ronald Reagan. I'm pulling from my knowledge of the President's heads in Futurama. It's a little girl's voice telling him to look behind her. And she's calling again. Bloody ominous as hell.
This is my private line.
They're everywhere, all the time. You have to look behind you.
There is nothing behind me. How did you get this number?
The spaceman told me.
Here every day. You have to look behind you. It's just like episode 1 of last season. You know, last season it was there. You just couldn't see it. It was in the corner of your eye. And now it's there. You just can't see it because it's always behind you. It's okay because the spaceman told her.
I'm telling you about monsters. You must look behind you.
Young lady, there are no monsters in the Oval Office.
Seems there very much is some monsters in the Oval Office. You're kind of asking for that with that statement. I couldn't fully see the monsters because, you know, this prequel thing's online, it's hard to find, so I can only get it in like 360p, but, you know, it's time for the regular episode to, you know, better quality, where I will be able to see whatever it is.
Doctor! Doctor! Where's the doctor?
Doctor Who?
A big shift from all the president stuff and Monster Behind You too, you know. Not fully sure where this is, but this man in olden times storming on the door, banging, you know, Doctor, where's the bloody doctor? We come in here. This woman clearly had a fun time with the Doctor, shall we say, by that painting, and hits us with our famous Doctor Who. Love it. You know, love it whenever they say that.
You know, this isn't nearly as bad as it looks.
It looks pretty bad, Doc, honestly. You know, based on ages here, well, it's the medieval times, so based on ages, it could be his daughter or his wife, but I'm going to have the benefit of the doubt and say daughter. And based on that, you and his daughter had a wild night, and now you're naked hiding under her dress, so it looks pretty bad, Doc.
The unnamed doctor was incarcerated without trial in the Tower of London.
It doesn't have to be here.
According to accounts, 2 nights later, a magical sphere seen floating away bearing the mysterious doctor aloft.
Okay, it's him.
Yeah, Rory's used to it now. A doctor locked in the Tower of London by the king? Oh, it could be any old doctor. He then floated away on a giant sphere. No, that's our doctor.
What can you see?
Is the commandant's office painted a sort of green colour? I think the answer's probably yes.
He's being deliberately ridiculous, trying to attract our attention. Are you watching this again?
Yeah.
Doctor's a ridiculous man, okay? He will do ridiculous things to, you know, get your attention. You know, ride himself into history at certain points, you know, you'll be looking at. And of course, even I think I can see the semblance and the meaning behind Rory watching a silent film in a season that has had, you know, the promise of silence will reign and that the silence are coming. I think I can see the thing behind that one.
I think he's back there trying to wave to us out of history books.
Hey, it's the sort of thing he'd do.
Why?
Well, he said he'd be in touch.
2 months ago. What is
I
it?
think it's an invitation.
It's like he's trying to, Amy, it's not like he's going to be trying to wave to us from time. Doctor waving from the silent film he knows Rory watches. And an invitation with exact map coordinates. I can think of only one man who may have delivered that. Well, I hope only one man delivered that. If not, uh-oh.
She's doing it again. Dr. Song, sir. She's packing.
I think that might be one of the funniest things you can do as a prisoner, though. Okay, Doctor sending his TARDIS blue invitations to Rory and Amy and to River Song, Professor Song, sorry. And the funniest thing you can do as a prisoner is just randomly start packing. You know, you've got 5 more years on your sentence or whatever. The guard turns around and you're just packing your stuff while you're saying your goodbyes to the people around you. They're going to be so confused. But it's Professor River Song, so you should be used to it, honestly.
This is it, yeah?
Yeah, this is it.
Howdy.
Doctor!
It's the pond!
Someone's been a busy alert.
Husband.
And Rory the Roman!
Oh, there he is. Cowboy hat on. Howdy, partners. We're in the good old US of A. How, giddy up. Giddy up. You know, traditional little flirt with Amy. Her husband's here, you know, Rory the Roman. Oh, the gang's reunited. Love it.
Hey, nice hat.
I wear a Stetson now. Stetsons are cool.
Hello, sweetie.
Hello, sweetie. Oh. And you're dressed for the occasion as well. Love it. Love it. I don't know what this vendetta River Song has, Professor Song here has, with the Doctor wearing hats, because she destroyed his fez as well. And now you've destroyed his, I can't remember what he called it, cowboy hat. I mean, let the man wear some headwear. Let the man do it.
Have we done Easter Island yet?
Yes!
Worshipped you there.
Jim the fish.
Oh, Jim the fish, how is he?
The building is down.
What are you two doing?
They never meet in the right order. They're syncing their diaries.
Oh, Amy. Amy knows now. Amy's fully on board. Rory's still confused as ever by stuff, but Amy, she's fully on board with everything. And it feels weird to see them syncing their diaries and to actually, you know, have stuff to sync up. You know, I'm used to the Doctor being like, who are you? And we've met like once before, but now they've done stuff. They've done the Easter Island statues. They've met Jim the Fish with building his dam. They've got history. Ooh la la.
I've been running, and I've been running my whole life. Time for me to stop. And tonight, I'm going to need you all with me.
We're here. What's up?
Picnic. Somewhere different. Somewhere brand new.
Where?
Space. 1969.
Okay. All right, Doc. Yeah, Doc's been running his whole life. He needs to stop now for the most, you know, this huge thing, a picnic in space in 1969. Nice.
Since when do you drink wine?
I'm 1103. I must have drunk it sometime.
1103. You were 908 last time we saw you.
And you've put on a couple of pounds.
Who's that?
Who's who?
Sorry, what?
Oh, for God's sake, it's always Amy. Amy gets the weeping age when Amy gets the crack in her bedroom. It's always bloody Amy who seems gravitating towards seeing that lanky ass figure kind of looking over to her in the black. Ugh. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. God.
Ah, the moon. Look at it.
The moon landing was in 69. Is that where we're going?
Oh, a lot more happens in 69 than anyone remembers. Human beings. Thought I'd never get done saving you.
All right, Doctor. What an ominous statement about 1969. What hip-hop happened? You're talking about the moon, they're talking about the moon landing, and you're talking about how much you have to save humans. Bada bing, bada boom.
Who's he?
Oh my god.
You all need to stay back. Whatever happens now, you do not interfere.
I'm gonna need more than that, Doc. You brought us for a picnic on this beach. This guy shows up in his, pickup truck, gives a little wave, and then in the water there's an astronaut. An impossible astronaut at that, shall we say. I'm gonna need a bit more, Doc.
That's an astronaut. That's an Apollo astronaut in a lake.
Hello. It's okay, I know it's you. Well then.
What's he doing?
No idea, Amy. No idea at all. He knows who it is. Timey-wimey stuff. Pulled up his helmet. Whoever it was had a bit of a beard, so I'm going to assume it's a man. Who gave a long point at the Doctor. I mean, I'd love to eavesdrop on that conversation. I assume, once again, Stephen Moffat writing it. This double episode's about to have a lot of timey-wimey stuff we have to pay attention to.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry? What? My head. It's been like 5 minutes, for God's sake. I took a few days off from recording and my head's already broken. Astronaut shoots Doctor with a green laser a few times. He starts regenerating, and as he enters the, yellow glow exploding out of him, part of the regeneration, shoots him again.
No! Stop! Quicker, please! River! No.
This is such a frantic start to this episode, for God's sake. Doctor's dead on the floor. River's pissed. Amy's crying. River's pissed. She's tried revolvering this astronaut who's just walking back into the sea, by the way. What is happening?
River, he can't be dead. This is impossible.
Killed him in the middle of his regeneration.
Maybe he's a clone or a duplicate.
That most certainly is the Doctor. He said you'd need this.
Timey-wimey stuff. There'll be an explanation, I assume. So he knows the Doctor. And the Doctor had him bring something that River will need, I can only assume, to bring him back to life.
Gasoline.
A Time Lord's body is a miracle, even a dead one. There are whole empires out there who'd rip this world apart for just one cell. We can't leave him here.
Or to burn him. To bring him back to life, or the funeral pyre. Like he did with the Master, of course. Of course. Jesus Christ. I mean, I give him something. I didn't expect this at the start of season 6.
What do we do, Rory? We're his friends. We do what the Doctor's friends always do, as we're told.
If we're going to do this, let's do it properly.
Jesus Christ. River's just, going on with what the Doctor wants. Amy's an emotional wreck. Rory's talking sense. If we're going to burn a body, let's do it like the Vikings of old, shall we? And get him on that boat. This old man's still here. I don't know who he is. If I'm placing my bets, we've talked about the moons and the moon landing. So, one of the astronauts? Not Buzz Aldrin, I'm assuming? Could be Buzz Aldrin, I don't know.
Who are you? Why did you come?
Same reason as you. Dr. Song, Amy, Rory.
But wait a second. Rory and Amy's invitation was 1. River Song was 2. This guy is 4. So, unless I missed it and for some reason he gave Amy and Rory an invitation that was marked 1 and 3 for some reason, there's a third player yet to enter this particular party.
I'm Canton Everett Delaware III. I won't be seeing you again, but you'll be seeing me.
Ominous from Countin Eldrick... oh god. I believe he said Countin Eldrick Delaware III. Who won't be seeing them again, but they'll be seeing him. So, I don't know. They'll see him in the news because he went insane and, you know, ran dick swinging in the wind in Magaluf. I don't know.
The doctor numbered the envelopes.
You got 3. I was 2. Mr. Delaware was 4. Where's 1?
Space 1969. What did he mean?
Still talking, but it doesn't matter.
Hey, it mattered to him.
He's dead.
Amy's not dealing with this well. I mean, the Doctor's been quite a big part of her life since she was like 6, so fair enough, Ames, but still, she is not dealing with this well, yeah. Doctor's dead. River's very much right, you know. She was 2, they were 3, he was 4. So, not 3's not missing, 1's missing. The first person he sent an invite to, the most important player in this particular game, you'd say.
Look,
When you know it's the end, who do you call?
people you trust.
Number 1, who did the doctor trust the most? This is cold.
Or hello, as people used to say.
River right. I think Amy's going to be pissed or overjoyed or both. Probably both. Rory's just confused. Very cold. And also hello. Yeah. Who does the Doctor trust most? Himself. Oh, for God's sake, Doctor.
How can you be okay?
Of course I'm okay. I'm always okay. Rory, the rogue. Hello, Rory. Oh, you bad, bad girl. What trouble have you got for me this time?
Deserved. Very much deserved, okay? She thought you were dead, for Christ's sake, and she's still got a whole journal for you two to fill in. And then you just swagger up to her, calling her a naughty girl, and asking what trouble she's got for you. You deserve that slap, honestly, dog.
How can you be here? I was invited.
Amy, ask him what age he is.
Bit personal. 909.
But you said So where does that leave us? Have we done Jim the Fish yet?
Who's Jim the Fish?
Oh, for God's sake. So, right, let me connect the dots. Some other Doctor, who is a few hundred years older, and who's done Jim the Fish, among others, with River, invited all 4 of them, including a past version of himself here, knowing he was going to get shot and killed by this astronaut. And so now the Doctor is here, but it's a younger version of the Doctor from the past who is yet to do Jim the Fish, among others, with River. River, this is a roller coaster for you. Sorry, hun.
What are we all doing here?
Space 1969. Canton Everett Delaware III.
Recruited by who?
Someone who trusts you more than anybody else in the universe.
And who's that?
Spoilers.
Yeah, okay, we're not going to... Timey-wimey is very vulnerable. So we're not going to hit him with the who invited you. You did. When I say someone very important who trusts you a lot, hit you with the spoilers, you won't question it. We have that kind of thing going. It's like our safe word, Doc. Yeah, okay, we got to figure out this mystery to change the timeline so the Doctor doesn't get murdered, I'm assuming. So to 1969 we go.
The doctor we saw on the beach is a future version.
Knowing he's going to die recruits his younger self. To what exactly? Avenge him?
Avenging's not his style.
Save him.
That's not his style either.
We have to tell him.
We've told him all we can.
Yeah. Avenging himself, revenge, not the Doctor style. He wouldn't recruit you for that. Saving him, also not the Doctor style. He'd try and blag his way out of it, you know, the Doctor. And yeah, we can't tell him. We can't, because spoilers and timey-wimey. We've told him all we can, and now we've just got to figure the rest out as we go.
He could rip a hole in the universe.
Just done it before.
And in fairness, the universe did blow up.
I'm being extremely clever up here, and there's no one to stand around looking impressed. What's the point in having you all?
We just slap him sometime.
Go on, River, do it again. You're down here trying to figure all this out that he's left you. And then he, a younger version of him, pops up complaining about no one looking at all the clever stuff he's doing, like a child, you know, complaining that mummy and daddy aren't focusing on him whilst he attempts his 5th cartwheel of the hour. Like, hey, River, just give him another. Just go on.
Washington, D.C., 1969. Why haven't we landed?
Because that's not where we're going.
Where are we going?
Home. Well, you two are. Off you pop and make babies, and you, Dr. Song, back to prison.
Doctor. Doctor. Is he about to refuse to go unless they tell him what the hell's going on? Because he can tell there's something being hidden from him. So he's going to tell me what's happening, or I'm taking you all home. And River, I'm taking you back to prison. Doc. Come on, don't be like that.
A mysterious summons. You think I'm just going to go? Who sent those messages? Don't play games with me. Don't ever think you're capable of that.
You're going to have to trust us this time.
Trust you? Who are you?
Why was that such a villain thing to say? You know, don't think you're capable of playing games with me. Like, ooh. Gave me a little bit of a tingle, Doctor. Not like that. Fair point from the Doctor, though. You know, River Song's over here like, trust me, when there's still so much she's, you know, hiding and keeping secret from him.
Okay. Why are you in prison? Who did you kill? Now, I love a bad girl, me, but trust you. Seriously.
Wait. Jesus Christ, is the astronaut... I thought I saw a beard, but is the astronaut River? Because when they talked about who she killed and that she was in prison for, they said, like, the most honourable man or whatever. Who I can only think of the Doctor, honestly, as the most honourable man to ever live. And would create the funny scenario of River, for whatever reason, killing the Doctor, and then walking back into the sea as River tries to kill herself for killing the Doctor. Which is a funny scenario, I give it.
Trust me.
Okay. Are you being threatened?
No.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
Swear to me on something that matters.
Fish fingers and custard.
Oh, for God's sake. Stop reminding of me that. Okay, give me the ugh. I don't like it. It's such a ugh. I don't ugh. No, thank you. He says a lot about what the Doctor is right now, yeah. He won't trust River. But Amy just says, trust me, and he just instant, no question. Okay. Alright. Trust you. Alright then. She swore on fish fingers and custard, you know, pulling back that childhood memory. Okay.
Captain Everett, Delaware the Third.
Who's he?
I don't have a boss anymore.
Maybe you want to tell that to the president.
Ex-FBI.
You have a problem with authority.
Weeks after he left the bureau, the president contacted him for a private meeting.
Okay, so Catelyn Delaware the Third. I'm just going to call him Delaware the Third. Yeah, I'm going to call him D3. There you go. I'm going to call him CD3. There we go. Like, you know, the trilogy of CDs they released. Worked for the FBI, got fired, you know, hates authority. We can put two and two together there. And then got called up by the president for a private meeting about something. Sure.
Who's president?
Richard Milhouse Nixon, Vietnam, Watergate. Some good stuff too.
Not enough.
Hippie.
Archaeologist.
Every day, I get a phone call, usually late at night. Man or woman? Neither.
Yeah, recruiting him for the phone call thing. We watched the prequel, we know what he's talking about from this. It's not a man or a woman, it's a little girl who warns him about, you know, there being a monster and to look behind him for it. Uh-oh.
So I'm being discreet, putting the engines on silent. Did you do something?
No.
Putting the outer shell on invisible.
Very nearly. Just admiring your skills, sweetie.
Doctor having a little bit of a sulk because no one will tell him what the real reason and who contacted them and why they're here and that, you know. I'll put the TARDIS on invisible, turns on the lights to make it like a beacon. River shuts it off. I'll turn the silencers on, you know, puts the music on blare. River turns it off. Thank God for River here.
Can't check the scanner. It doesn't work when we're cloaked. Just give us a moment. Whoa, you lot. We're in the middle of the most powerful country on Earth. Let's take it slow.
Hello?
Let's take it slow, he says, walking directly into the Oval Office with the President of the United States. You're taking your time. You're easing yourself into the mission, Doctor. I respect that.
This is the president.
I'm scared, Mr. President. I'm scared of the spaceman.
What spaceman? Where are you phoning from? Who are you?
Jefferson Adams Hamilton.
Doctor getting his information. If only he brought the gang in, you know, because they would also know about this, you know. Beware the spaceman. They'd know maybe a bit more significance to that one. Doctor getting his notes, you know, standing inconspicuous in the background, hoping the president doesn't turn around.
Bureau could handle, sir. These calls happen wherever I am. How do I know the Bureau isn't involved? I can't trust anyone.
The stunned silence as he turns around and sees the doctor. And the doctor knows it. He's just like, no, go on. Don't mind me. I'm just doing a little bit of, you know, don't mind. Dr. Day are going to very much mind the strange man in a tweed bozer and bow tie who just appeared in the Oval Office.
Oh, look, this is the Oval Office. I was looking for the oblong room. I'll just be off then.
Every time.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, sadly, the oblong office, he just went past it. He came to the Oval Office. And, yeah, can't see the TARDIS, obviously. Every time he does, puts it into invisible. Why, he never puts it into invisible. He just smashes right into it. I would too, Doc. Okay, I'm clumsy as hell. I get it.
Always does that when he's cloaked.
He said the scanner wouldn't work.
I know. Bless.
Stop that. Ah! River, have you got my scanner working yet?
I hate him.
No, you don't.
He knows. He knows what she's going to be saying right now. As he's bundled to the floor by Secret Service and former FBI agent CD3.
River, make up blow.
What the hell is that?
Mr. President, that child just told you everything you need to know.
Everyone's stunned by the TARDIS, of course. Doctor, you got yourself way too comfortable here. Feet up on the president's desk. You're still being very doctor-like, though, so, you know. Guns are locked and loaded on you. And I don't want to make a comment on, you know, American military and higher-up officials, but, you know, I think they'd very quickly... I mean, their priority list right now would be probably kill you, figure out a way in there, kill you, you know, torture you if they must for that first bit of information, and then take the magical blue box that can go invisible. But, hey, they're working on the, you know, kill you part right now, I assume.
I'll take the case. Fellas, the guns, really? I just walked into the highest security office in the United States. You think you can just shoot me?
They're Americans!
Don't shoot, definitely no shooting.
River, thank you. I love you, River. I was thinking the same thing. Doctor's like, do you really think you can just shoot me? And River were pointing out they're Americans. Okay, they'll give it a go, Doc. Doctor's just trying to blag his way out of it, you know, trying to make out I'm this all-powerful being, you can't shoot me, it won't work. But River pointing out they're Americans, they won't fall for it, they'll happily shoot first, mate. No offence to Americans if you're watching. Love you over there. Great television.
I'm your new undercover agent on loan from Scotland Yard, codename The Doctor. These are my top operative: Legs, the Nose, and Mrs. Robinson.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
It's a good cover story. You know, Scotland Yard have been working on their tech with their invisible police boxes that can teleport to the Oval Office. They've been working on that. And we got code names: The Doctor, Legs for Amy Pond, fair, The Nose for Rory, fair, and Mrs. Robinson for River. God, she hates you, Doctor. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
5 minutes, I'll explain.
How'd you get it in here?
Clever, eh?
Love it.
Do not compliment the intruder.
5 minutes.
Present danger.
That man walked in here, and that's the man he walked past.
CD3, I love you for that. You're right, okay. This mysterious man walked in here with his blue box and 3 of his friends. He walked right past all your security. Which one are you going to listen to right here? CD3's just impressed by the brazenness of it all, and the skill, and the tech. So, yeah, honestly, after all that, probably worth listening to the doc.
I say we give him 5 minutes, see if he delivers.
Thanks, Canton.
If he doesn't, I'll shoot him myself.
Not so thanks. I'm going to need a SWAT team, maps covering all of Florida, 12 jammy Dodgers and a Fez.
Get him his maps.
Hey. And the Fez. Ignore everything else if you want. Don't give him the SWAT team. Fair enough, he's just a random guy. Don't give him the jammy Dodgers. I don't even know if you can get them in America. But give this man a Fez, for God's sake.
Way Florida. That's where NASA is. Also, there's another lead I'm following.
Spaceman, like the one we saw at the lake. Probably.
Who's that?
Oh no. For everyone else, that creature is behind them. They can't see it, but Amy can see it. Amy is special, okay? Amy Pond, the girl who waited, who, had the room she couldn't see, who had, the universe creating memories in her mind and using her mind to fashion a story to get the Doctor to the Pandorica. Amy Pond is special. She can see that creature, and oh no. All I can say is, oh no. Because I'm like 99% sure. Because, I might not have seen Doctor Who. But I know, well, I've seen pictures of, the iconic villains. You see them. Dalek, Cybermen, Weeping Angels, you know of them. And I'm 99% sure that Mother Trucker might just be the big bad of this all. Mister. Oh no.
I remember.
Amy, what do you remember?
I don't know.
Amy?
You all right?
It's feeling a little. Is there a toilet?
Take it to the restaurant. Your 5 minutes are up.
Yeah, and where's my fez?
Fair enough. Fair enough, You asked for 5 minutes, I gave you 5 minutes. Yeah, and I asked for a fez as well. We don't all get what we want, do we? You're not going to kill me. I'm obviously the only person here who's going to be able to help you. So, make with the hat.
I saw you before, but then I forgot. How did I forget? Get back! Is that a mess?
Oh, for God's sake, woman. I didn't know she'd be able to see it, but she can. Amy, it's showing itself to Amy, clearly. Waiting in the bathroom for her. Very well dressed. Looking like, what if a Slender Man had eyes? And head-size wise, visited a nuclear waste dump, perhaps. No offence. I don't look forward to what I think it might be about to do to this woman.
Is that a Star Trek thing? Ben, is that you?
Get back from it now!
Back from what, honey?
That.
Oh, is that a Star Trek mess?
We're working it out. A little bit, at least. When you're looking at it, you can see it. And when you're not looking at it, you just forget it. Just wiped from your memory. Gone. Empty. So Amy knows how she forgot it, at least.
Please, you've got to stay back.
Back from what? All those lights, they never fix them.
Nope. Uh-oh. I thought it didn't have a mouth. It has just like a gaping hole that opens. No, it's not even like void hole. It's just like all meshed together. Ooh, I don't like it. Drawing on all the electricity and shocking this woman to death. Just exploding into like when you pop a balloon.
You didn't have to kill her. She couldn't even remember you. How does that work? We can only remember you while we're seeing you. Is that it? Why did you have to kill her?
I'd say that's clever. It also feels dumb. But it's a clever move. Take a picture. So, even when you forget, well, it will just be a case of you forget. Then you're scrolling through your pictures. This is me in Egypt. Me and Rory, we went to the pyramids. That's nice. And oh my God, I remember. And then we checked out the Nile. That was cool. Just a cycle. This is how urban legends start. Okay. This is how Slender Man starts. Amy, for example. Okay. You post this picture. I was in the Oval Office and I saw this. And then lots of people suddenly remember. And then they look away and forget. And then before you know it, he's got a terrible film. Honestly, an awful film. I didn't like that movie.
Joy. Her name was Joy. Your name is Amelia. Tell the doctor what he must know.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Massive hands, by the way. And you know what they say, people with big hands. Nope. He knows who they are. He knows who she is. He knew who the woman he just exploded is. Knows a lot. And has a message for the doctor. What he must know. Tell him what he must know. Amy, please get ready to run.
How do you know about that?
You okay?
I'm fine.
What's that?
It's my phone. I have to tell the doctor.
Tell him what?
I don't know why I said that.
And she's forgotten. So to tell the doctor, what he can't know about him future self, I assume, sending the message. And then, just left and forgot it. But she has the picture on her phone to help her remember it. Which, good for you, or bad for you. Bad for the doctor. A mixture of things.
The only place that call could be coming from.
Genius.
A hobby.
Hello, this is President Nixon.
Spaceman's here. Gonna eat me.
Let's go. Canton, on no account, follow me into this box and close the door behind you.
We're bringing CD3 with us. You know what, CD3? I like you. You know, someday you're going to bring the gasoline to burn the Doctor's dead body. So, you know, come along for the journey, sure. Into the blue box we go, and it's about to teleport away, confuse a lot of Secret Service men and the President of the United States. But we're going to go save a little girl. See what the hell's going on with this little girl and an astronaut.
Jefferson, I'm sending my best people.
Jefferson isn't a girl's name. Jefferson, Adams, Hamilton, River.
Three of America's founding fathers.
Two of them fancied me.
You okay? Coping?
Yeah, Rory's the most, shall we say, normal person here. So he's a good one to do the check, you know. So you just walked in and it's bigger on the inside and it's, you know, very spacey. You alright? You need to sit down? To CD3, I would suggest to sit down, honestly.
It's bigger on the inside. You get used to it.
Where would you find three big historical names in a row like that?
It's, how you taking care of this?
Why is it always my turn?
Because you're the newest.
You are the newest, and also, once again, most normal of the lot, Rory. You're the perfect person to take this particular job of, you know, initiating new people. Yeah, it's bigger on the inside. I know. Wow, it's huge, isn't it? Whilst, you know, the tree over there go investigate what's up with this little girl.
President asked the girl where she was. Did what any lost little girl would do. She looked out of the window.
How have moved?
You haven't even got to space travel.
I was going to cover it with time travel.
Time travel.
Give Rory a minute. There's a lot to get through, okay? Space travel, time travel, bigger on the inside, timey-wimey. It's been like a minute, Doc.
Bigger on the inside, travels through time and space. Yeah, basically. How long have Scotland Yard had this?
This is almost certainly a trap.
I noticed the phone, yes. It was cut off. Why would anyone want to trap us?
Don't know. Let's see if anyone tries to kill us and work backwards.
Not the best strategy, but a solid strategy. Why would someone want to trap us? Well, let's wait to see if anyone tries to kill us and then, you know, work from there to get motivation. Oh, God. Little girls calling through phones that are disconnected. Fun.
Definitely alien.
Which is odd, because
It's Earth tech.
this is from the space program.
Make it all the way to Earth. Why steal technology that can barely make it to the moon?
Maybe because it's cooler.
It's cool. It's a fun look, you know. There's a spaceman watching you. I don't know if he's an alien or not, but he's watching you, and he's got a snazzy outfit on, I guess. You know, it's cool. Doctor, can you wear that? Like a full outfit. Tweed blazer, bow tie, spaceman helmet, fez on top. Most stylish man in the universe.
I think he's okay now.
Ah, back with us, Canton.
Like your wheels.
That's my boy.
River.
I know what you're thinking.
No, you don't.
You're thinking if we can find a spaceman and neutralise it, it won't be around to kill the Doctor.
Okay, lucky guess.
It wasn't lucky, guys. Amy. What the hell else was going to be on your mind? That was literally the only thing it could be. Come on, because it's. I mean, River easily got as well because it's what she's thinking.
If we try and prevent the future from happening, we create a paradox.
Time can be rewritten.
Not all of it.
Says who?
Who do you think?
Look at this.
So where does that go?
Oh, God, all these wirings leading to a sewer. Fun again. Oh, what is it? Amy and River, yeah. Different philosophies here. Amy saved the Doctor no matter what. River, don't mess with time. Don't want to get into it. You really don't want to get into a paradox. I've seen the paradoxes in this show. They hurt my head, let alone, you know, the timelines.
Be careful.
Careful. Tried that once. Ever so dull.
Shout if you get in trouble.
Don't worry. I'm quite the screamer.
Now there's a spoiler for you.
So what's going on here?
Well, what's going on here, CD3? River and Doctor having some playful flirting about their future incredibly kinky sexual history, by the way they talk. It involves a lot of handcuffs and screaming. Which is a very funny way to look at it when this Doctor's walking around looking like an English professor from the 80s. Little babies of those creatures. Fun. They're not born in the suit. So it's nice to know at some point in their lives they, you know, go out, mature and go get a snazzy little suit on. Or the mother or father, you know, protecting its young and River, get the hell out of there.
All clear. Nothing down there I can see. Give me 5 minutes. I want to take another look around.
Do you piddly dangerous?
Incredibly dangerous, for God's sake. It's like an endless cycle. At some point you think the Doctor will be like, what the hell, actually? Where River, you know, goes down, sees them, runs back up there, forgets them because she's not looking anymore, says, I'm just going to have another little look around there, don't. Sees them, back up, another little look. At some point that you think the Doctor go, you've been back 5 times. What is there more to see down there?
Yep, I like it too. Amy, look after him.
Rory, would you mind going with her?
Yeah, a bit.
Then I appreciate it all the more.
Hang on, River. I'm coming too.
Oh, for God's sake. Sending Rory. Oh, poor Rory. Having to go down there too. Oh, he'll do it though. Shout out Rory. Rory's a real one, okay? Rory's a real one.
You okay?
Yes, I just felt a bit sick. Prison food, probably. This way?
And now the creatures are hiding in the tunnels. Fun. It's a tough villain to face, okay? A villain that if you look away from, you'll forget. So you have to constantly watch it. Moffat, I tell you, he made one villain in the Weeping Angels you can't look at. And then he said, you know what? I'll make this villain, and you have to look at it. If it teamed up with the Weeping Angels, I don't know what we'd do, because you have to look at this guy at all times. But if you're not looking at the Weeping Angel, then it can move. If you're looking at the Weeping Angel, you forget about this one, and it can do what it wants. No thanks.
I keep thinking you hear things.
It's interesting. These tunnels are old. Really old. How can they be really old and nobody noticed them?
Oh no. Really old, mysterious tunnels no one's ever noticed. Steel door at the end. I'm assuming stuff like people have noticed them, haven't they? But they, you know, in them they see those creatures and either get electrocuted, explode, dead, or they just forget. So, you know, that explains why no one ever knows about them.
It's locked.
What's through there?
No idea.
Something bad?
Almost definitely.
You're going to open it, aren't you?
Oh, it's locked. How's a girl supposed to resist?
Is this sensible?
God, I hope not.
Being, you know, teamed up with River is like Rory's worst nightmare, because he's very sensible, and she's like, yeah, sure, for the thrill of it, for the danger, let's just go in here. Is it dangerous? Oh God, I hope so.
What did you mean? What you said to Amy was a worse day coming for you.
When I first met the doctor, he knew all about me. Think about that. Impressionable young girl. Suddenly this man just drops out of the sky.
Rory knows about that from experience with Amy, you know. Very impressionable, very young girl. Raggedy doctor dropped out the sky. And he's been trying to compete with him ever since. Oh, Rory.
Trouble is, it's all back to front. My past is his future. We're travelling in opposite directions. I know him more. He knows me less.
That's tough for River, yeah. When she first met the doctor, he knew everything about her, and she knew nothing about him. And then when he first met her, she knew everything about him, and he knew nothing about her. Different directions. Trains continuously passing each other in the night.
I live for the days when I see him. Every time I do, one step further away. The day's coming when I'll look into that man's eyes. My doctor. And he won't have the faintest idea who I am.
Oh, River. I mean, we've seen that day. Yeah, because we see it from the doctor's POV. So we got that day first in Science in the Library. You know, so looking forward to seeing the doctor again. He didn't even recognise her. And then we're following the doctor's story. You know, his train. And so as we go, the doctor will know River more, and River will know him less. Until we get to the point where she won't even recognise him at all.
And I think it's going to kill me.
Well, she got the lock open, and very poor choice of words there, River. Because it doesn't kill you, but, you know, that is the day that you... So, I mean, pretty spot on.
What is this place?
That's an alarm. Check if anything's coming.
And that's no use. Because if this is those creatures' ship, and then, you know, Rory sees them coming, he'll turn around to tell you, and he'll just forget. So pretty useless. It looks like the ship from the Lodger. You know, the console at least looks similar. But, either way, oh no!
There's nothing out there.
Yep. I can't remember if they were naked. By the way, they're all wearing suits now. So maybe the suits are part of their body. Either way, they're suited and booted, and they're looking very handsome as they threaten Rory in a continuous cycle of looking out, seeing them, turning back and saying nothing, nothing, nothing.
These tunnels, they're not just here, they're everywhere. Running under the surface of the entire planet. They've been here for centuries.
Christ. Quite old then. Centuries old tunnels under the entire planet where these creatures have been living and evolving and growing and multiplying and moving all over, swarming across the planet through these tunnels. I can only assume for good things. And now Rory's been gone, for Christ's sake. The sparking. For a second I was like, oh, the lights are flickering. There's no lights in those bloody tunnels, we were just there. The sparking of the electricity that the creatures can control. Oh no, Rory, River, go help that man, please.
You were kicked out the FBI because you had attitude problems.
No, I just wanted to get married.
Is that a crime?
Yes. Doctor Who, exactly.
Yeah, that's the show. Doctor Who? Yeah, that's it, mate. CD3. Aww. And got kicked out of the FBI because he wanted to get married. They put it down as attitude problems. The attitude being, you know, by the sound of it, I like men.
I haven't seen him in a while. I had something I wanted to tell him. Stuff always gets in the way.
Stuff does that. That's her.
Immediately pull out the gun. That's the FBI training in him. Little girl calls for help. Let's get the Glock out, baby. He is revolver ready. It's obviously to help this little girl, not shoot this little girl, I should specify. I assume CD3.
Amy? What's wrong?
I need to tell you something. It's important. It's really, really important.
What now?
Yeah, like, poor timing, Amy. By the look of it, you get... Well, it comes along with this sick feeling, forgetting them. Maybe if you start remembering, you get sick. Or this sick feeling. You know, like it's fighting against you, trying to stop you saying it. By the way, yeah. Really? Right now, Amy?
Cat, are you okay?
Is he all right?
Just unconscious. Got a proper whack her.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you it now.
Not a great moment.
No, it's important. It has to be now.
I know little girl's going for help, but it does have to be now because Amy's going to forget it again in a moment. And you're going to be like, what did you want to tell me? And she'll be like, I don't know. CD3's down. This is not good. I've just realised. Because they said about how the Doctor last season was like, you know, this ancient, evil, ultimate weapon, you know, that can destroy planets and that. How could I not know what it is? The silence, you know. And it would make sense that he doesn't know what it is because he forgot. He looked away and he forgot. So one little look at Amy's phone is that picture of it. And I assume all his memories of it are going to come flooding back.
Doctor, I'm pregnant.
Oh, that's sick feelings because Amy's pregnant. Mazel tov. Rory, I didn't know you had it in you, lad. A little baby. We called it Dr. Pond. Oh.
Astronaut.
Help me! Get down! What are you doing? Saving your life!
Jesus Christ. The astronaut is a child right now, at least, begging for help. I don't know what it'll be in 30 odd years. Well, 40 odd years. Well, for the Doctor, 200 odd years. Right now, it's a child begging for help, and Amy just shot it. You know how the Doctor feels about guns. Especially when he has no idea why you're doing it, Amy, because you won't tell him. Either way, that was good. That was a good opener. I loved the design of the villain. And it's always nice seeing River. And it was fun. And I'm looking forward to see what happens next, because that was a cliffhanger. And we'll find out how that's resolved next episode in Day of the Moon. I'm like 99% sure it's called. Get me calendar up. And it's called Day of the Moon. Calendar you can check out on the Discord, link in the description. I've got a schedule there. Place where you can suggest, you know, episodes or TV shows or whatever you want, you know, whatever you want. Place to post your pet pics. I love looking at pets. And yeah, just to talk, Doctor Who and otherwise. And also a little section where you can, you know, give yourself roles, say, you know, your favourite Doctor, companion, villain, all that. So check out the Discord if you want, link in the description. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below on this episode, because this was really good. We've got Day of the Moon next, and I'm excited for that too. And yeah, like you enjoyed, hope you have. Bow ties are cool, hope you're wearing your bow ties too. It's a nice little blue and pink number. I can't quite get it off with one hand, so we'll leave it at that. It's a nice little blue number, pink little dots, I like it. And yeah, until next time, like, thoughts and comments down below, subscribe for more so you don't miss a thing. You don't want to miss the resolution of this cliffhanger now, do you? So you got to subscribe. And as always, I just want to say a very special thank you for